Hey guys, Bada Bing here, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be showing off my Russian camouflage smock from the original 1984 cult movie Red Dawn. The film begins at the dawn of World War III and the invasion of the United States by Russia and her allies. Set in the American Midwest, it stars Patrick Swayze and Charlie Sheen as a group of high school teenagers that defend their hometown against the invading armies, and, as a band of young guerrillas, they name themselves after their high school football team, the Wolverines. This camouflage was created in the US by ISW, specifically for the film. Back in the day, the costume designers, or much of the Western world, didn't really know what the Soviet military camo looked like. I have infiltrated the former Soviet Union. Shh. Well before the days of the internet, they could only go by what photos leaked out from the USSR or what was captured on grainy film from the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Judging by what they came up with, they reproduced their own version of the KLMK type camo. They came in various versions, all built to be worn over existing uniforms, much like the KLMK. Smocks, over-trousers and even full-on jumpsuits were produced. Looking at the stark leaf patterns on top of the deep woodland green background, it certainly gives you the impression it's a non-NATO forces camo. To your average Western moviegoer, it's very Russian. This piece in my possession was the result of 4 or 5 years of eBay monitoring. Every other day I would hit up the search in hopes to find something in my size, and for a good price. Most of the ones I had found ended up in a bidding war which would run up to $200 or more. When one would pop up for sale, watchers and bidders alike would flock to it. A highly sought after item and one that seemed to be impossible to get. Strangely, Adidas have produced a near accurate clone of the pattern and applied it to t-shirts, shirts, jogging trousers, sweatpants and even a cold weather parka. The camouflage looked very close to the original, and I was able to buy not only the shirt but the jogging pants and the parka. The shirt is made of a corduroy type material, which I'm pretty sure no one actually wears anymore, apart from maybe your creepy uncle. The design and fit of the shirt is quite smart, but the camouflage pattern printed onto it just doesn't really go well with it. However, it was mainly the pattern I was after, so I was happy enough to add it to my collection. I also found the parka for around £50, which was a bargain considering most of the retailers had it up for £150 or more. To this day I'm still very impressed with it. The jacket is very well constructed, and also wonderfully warm due to its feather down filling. The shell has a level of water repellency to it too. Nowhere near the grade of soft shells, but just enough to keep you out of the shower. I reinforced it with a waterproofing spray, and it has been very successful in keeping me warm and dry when skiing. The hood also has that warm feather lining, and it's so big, if I had 2 heads, I could cover both of them up. It comfortably swallowed my ski helmet, and I was able to zip the jacket right up and keep me out of the cold and the snow. The parka also has plenty of pockets for all the essentials. The good thing about this parka, pockets are perfect size for AK mags. Great! I'm not one for wearing branded sports clothing, and had it not have been for the Red Dawn-esque camo, I wouldn't have bothered. Not content with the Fakerlight Red Dawn camo, I continued searching for my elusive original article. I guess my patience had paid off when I found one, an original 1984 example. I was so lucky to find it, and at a time when the seller had only just posted it. If I remember correctly, I won it on a buy it now for £40. Fantastic! The smock itself is medium-sized, kind of on the baggy side of medium, which I don't mind at all. Room for layers is nice. It's a tad bit short for my lengthy 6'3" height, however it'll be just right when wearing a battle belt. The smock features a half zip opening for easy on and off, elastic sleeve cuffs, and of course the hood. Drawstrings are present around the hood and the waist. Shame it doesn't feature any pockets though. The years have faded the colour from the material, but that only adds to the charm. I'm still on the fence whether I'd actually wear this airsofting. It would be cool as hell, but I wouldn't want to see it wrecked. I'll see, but at least I have the Adidas version in case I do want to wear it. Here we have the original camo to the left and the reproduction on the right. The real pattern has thinner dark edges around the creamy white leaf markings, with sporadic dark blotches surrounding them. The Adidas clone example has thicker borders that contain the whiter leaf markings, also with the benefit of the colours remaining vibrant. To be fair, it's not too bad of a Red Dawn representation, and for those of you whom cannot for the life of you find an original, purchasing an Adidas version is an available option. The good news is that while the Adidas Camo is easier to obtain than the originals, it's still not widely available, and you'd have to hunt around the web to find it. But if you use your Google foo and search for Adidas Originals Camo print, you may get lucky. Alternatively, spoonflower.com has a user that produces the exact same camo material. However, you'd need to know someone that could successfully turn it into something wearable. I would have done this myself, but I don't have a sewing machine, and it would take me 3 billion years to make anyway. I'm psyched to have my own little rare piece of cinema history. I adore Red Dawn. It's another great 80s movie. They really did capture the panic, horror and atmosphere of an invaded USA. If you haven't seen it, please go out and pick it up on Blu-ray, it's sensational. Fun fact, this camo was also reused in Rambo 3, so you know it's good. Oh, and just FYI, don't bother with the remake. It's terrible. Just don't watch it. It's horrendous. I hope you've enjoyed the video, my friends. A little different from the type of videos I usually put out, but one that I was excited to do nonetheless. If you already love Red Dawn, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, why not subscribe? Then you can keep up to date with my latest videos. Any questions or comments, leave them downstairs, and be sure to follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/badabingpictures. You can also follow me on Instagram at badabingpictures. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in a bit.